what you did was this.
What did I do?
You went straight and I told you to go up
Oh, up.
and down. Don't stick your hand out and strike. That's
I
wrong.
did this and
Yeah.
that.
Okay.
I have to do up.
Yes. So the best is if you want, you can start from here and then you raise your arm up and then you strike down. Okay.
Just now I did what? And like that.
Yes. You just like this. You wanted to strike the pencil. You did not want to break it.
Okay.
Strike. You stop there. You didn't stop here. Like that.
Is it?
Yeah.
Can you think?
Now you feel the pain, right?
You give her all the spot.
When you broke that
All
time,
the
you
love.
did not feel the pain, right? That is the difference because you hesitate. Whenever
Why
you
hesitate now?
Try imagining it's a piece of breadstick.
No.
It is a.
you can do it.
Yeah.
You can do it. You won't hurt after this.
Piece of bread.
Follow through. Up, strike down. And you strike hard.
Tak boleh.
You stop here. You stop here. You did not follow through. You like this. Like this.
Focus the focus.
Yes.
I think you think too much.
Yes.
You can do it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Something that is really big or something that is the bigger cost.
Pretend your mom is behind you.
But why just now I can do what you say, then after that I cannot do?
Because you are hesitating because you think this is the second time. I told you if I give you 50 times, you must be able to break 50 times. So imagine you are breaking this your 50th time. If 49 times you can
just
do,
feel the energy.
yeah,
Need to
it
feel
all comes from inside you. Stiffen this finger, grip this tight, strike. When I say strike, you strike hard. No two ways about it. No second thoughts. Okay, breathe. Carry on with your breathing. When you're ready, up and then bring down hard. Yeah.
Alright, from this pencil, there's a lead inside, this to this, oh my god. So I broke 2 pencils today, and this one and this one. Okay, so this is like a mind-blowing experience. It's just out of the world. Okay, it's something that I cannot describe to you. Well, I can tell you what happened, but it's something that you gotta, experience it to happen. It just so happened that today is a graduation of, it's a graduation day actually of my trainers. We have a training program, and that's the trainers training program. Call it the Genius IQ Trainers training program. So they've been through this course for like 10 weeks, and this is the grand finale, right? Breaking pencils. I know some of you like asking like, what does breaking pencils got to do with anything, with success, with business, with marketing, with life in general, like and for this video that I'm doing is specific to entrepreneurs or aspiring entrepreneurs who wish to actually go out there, create a big impact, make a big difference, attract a lot of clients, make a lot of sales, make a lot of money, and contribute in a very big way. Now, what has these pencils got to do with all of this? So, which is exactly what I'm here to share with you. And this is a nerve-wracking experience, right? When I tried, just now you saw in the video, first time I did it, the first time when I did, I was able to do it just one strike, and then the second one, you saw that there were several takes, and finally, I did it, and that's the result of that. But the last strike was not painful at all. So it brings me to these thoughts about us in general, especially entrepreneurs out there. Most of us, when we want to get started, just like me, I can just remember like like 7 years ago when I wanted to start my own business, and there was a lot of fear, there was a lot of what is, if I can do it, can I do this, can I not do that, and then just wanting to strike it out. There's just so much immense fear inside me, and thought of just doing it and doing it anyway. And when I did strike out and it didn't work out, right, it failed. My first venture failed, and I ended up with $80,000 in debt. It was really painful. Ouch. Like this. Ouch, right? It didn't break. So there wasn't any breakthrough in my first experience. And just like that video you saw just now, it's about not giving up. It's like trying to figure out. It's like there is also a technique in doing that. It's about not doing it many times, but doing it right, with the right mindset and the right technique, the right strike. And with the right mindset at that moment, and you do it and you just break through. So that was exactly what happened to me as well. I achieved that breakthrough eventually, and like this pencil thing that I did it once and I did it again. I did it twice today. So even when I was doing my business, I strike it out the first time and then I failed. Even though I made money after that, I made like 7-figure sales in gross, like sales. After I lost money, I did a business, I restarted again, and then I made my money, and then I lost again. But I'm still here, and reinventing and redoing it all over again. And as we progress, it's gonna just gives us more strength and more power, and knowing the right mindset and the right methods to get to where we want to go. So for the first video, this is the series of several videos that I'm going to share. I'm going to share with you the strategies on how, especially for aspiring entrepreneurs, how do you attract clients? How do you get started in a business? How do you eliminate your fears? How do you get rid of this virus in your head that's telling you that you cannot do it? Are you sure? Is this the right thing to do? How do you even make money, right? So what are the business secrets? So that's the workshop that I'm going to have. It's the $1 Million Marketing and Business Secrets. So I'm going to share with you some of the key concepts for this first video today. Just first few keys, and the first mindset. The first thing is the mindset of an entrepreneur. Okay, and in that I want to talk about myth busters, or demystifying the concepts of wealth, right, of making money. What is the purpose of doing a business to start with? Why do you do a business? What is the meaning of business? And if we look at, there's many different definitions. So one is to have a very clear purpose and intention on why we want to do a business to start with. One, if we're an entrepreneur and we're going to strike out to do business, and the idea of running a business is of course to make profits, right, to make money, and that it doesn't end there. It doesn't have a full stop at the money bit. So why do you want to make money? What is the point of making money? What does money give you? Or how can you use money to serve you better, to contribute in a bigger way, right? So to establish the reasons for wanting to make money first, and that is the purpose coming from the intention. And then the next thing will be to determine how much money you want to make. Right? A lot of entrepreneurs, I know they want to do a business, but they want to make a lot. But a lot is something that you cannot quantify. I use this technique called the SMART strategy. Any goals that we want to set has to be specific in terms of the amount that you want to make. So specific means how much money do you want to make in the dollars and cents. There is this story that I heard some time ago. It's a story about this guy who was interviewed. His name was Mr. Hunt, and he is a rich guy, and he was a farmer, and then he became like this rich person. So this reporter interviewed him and asked him, what is your secret to success? You were just a farmer, and now you're like making tons of money. You're like a multi-million billionaire or something, and how did you do it? What's your secret? Then Mr. Han just said, very cool and calm, and he said, I just have 3 simple rules to wealth. Just very simple, just 3. And the first, okay, if you're writing notes, it's gonna write it down. The first secret to wealth, right, to success, is number one, to know what you want. Duh. Right, to know what you want. And that ties in with what I was just saying just now, the SMART strategy. Be very specific about what you want. And what you want has to be measurable. You can't just want anything. It has to be measurable. It has to be achievable. It has to be realistic. It has to be time driven. So these are the concepts. So knowing what you want. And one of the techniques that I teach my coaching clients is I will tell them in my class, I have this activity. And you can do this activity. The first thing is to determine your survival needs, because you need to know how much you want. You can just pluck from the air. Oh, I just want 50,000. I want 100,000. I want $1 million. That's just random. But have a plan, and the plan is, number one, what is your survival requirement right now? Maslow theory of human psychology needs. There's a pyramid there. Right at the bottom is the need of survival, the need for food, the need for shelter, the need for our basic necessity to pay your phone bills, to pay all these bills. Otherwise your mind is going to just be so crammed, just thinking about all these debts that's coming in, all these bills that's coming in. You cannot function. So sit down and list down all your expenses, all the survival needs that you need right now. Let's say you need $1,000 a month for you to cover your bills and whatnots, right? Your food and all that. And then in 12 months, that's $12,000. So that is already something that you need to have in that year, $12,000. Then the next thing you will do is to have another sheet that is about your debts. Okay, so first is your survival needs, and the next one is your debts. List down all the debts that you have, who you owe, how much you owe, and whether it's a credit card bills, whether it's loan, all these owing, or to people, right? If you're in business, maybe you owe your suppliers and things like that. So you write down all the money that you're owing to people that you have not been paying, right? So you've been putting on hold and not been paying. Just list it down. Let's say that amounts to $10,000. So there, the first one, you already have $12,000 that you have to have. The next one is your $10,000 of debt. So that's already like $22,000. And then the third is the final one. That's another one, which is your dreams, right? What you want in terms of your dreams for this year. What would you like to have? Where would you like to go if you're going to travel? So list them down. So if you need to travel $5,000, so total it up. So that is the first technique. Total everything up and know what exactly you want, how much you want, and then you'll be very, very crystal clear, because you have a figure right now, and that's like $50,000 for 2011. Alright, and in the next video I'm going to show you how exactly you're going to reach $50,000, and I'll add a little bit of secret here. Always add the word "and more." Okay, how do I make that $50,000 and more? Okay, and I'll show you the steps on how you can get that $50,000 and more using the next two simple strategies. See you in the next video.